Hello, I'm Will Forge, and today we will forge. A little late today, by like a full-blown hour, an hour and a half. But we're up and running. Now this was big last night. Okay, so basically, yeah. So you're gonna have this glass, right? You're gonna look down onto this artifact down below, right? I'm thinking what this is going to be is a UNSC structure that is designed with like terminals and things like that, little computer bits and stuff, that's going to be tapping into this structure below. So I'm actually going to have like cables coming out the bottom of them. We have like a structure built into the glass that sort of supports itself, with cables coming out into this structure, like it's sort of been tapped into. And then like, you know, that's what we're gonna do today. I think we're gonna tie it into this this little platform that's up here. And what I'm thinking is that there's gonna be a little door there that I don't think that these can be used, but if they can, then that's what I'm totally gonna use. Like something like this for these panels, like one of those there, and another one next to it. They've got to be. It's got to be something that's going to be, you know, dynamic, because I want to open it. I want to make it open up and become a drop-down point into the lower area. So that'll be cool, and we'll see how that goes. 1 second, making a Halo 5. Making a Halo 5? Are you making an object from Halo 5 into Halo Infinite, Aaron? Or are you making a, or are you saying you're making a map in Halo 5? Because that would be crazy. Or are you saying you're making a game that has way too much bugs right now, and you're in the process of one that has way too many bugs for the campaign to be enjoyable? And, oh, I see. Right. Right, I forgot. You've made that joke before. Yes. Anyway. Yeah, so the point is that, I remember that now. Took me a second, but yeah. So basically, I'm thinking about making a little door right here, right? That's going to open and close, and whenever it does, it will grant access down below. I'll probably put a little Oni eye on it as well, like a tiny version. Which, by the way, all of that work we did on the Oni eye and adding it, and even that floor that was right there, all of it from the last stream reverted. I don't know why. It just did not save. Nothing apparent. None of it saved at all, and it was just yeah. Basically undid all of it. But anyway, this is what it looks like underneath, and what I modeled it off of, for those who do not know, because, you know, you might be here from just watching, you may not be in my Discord, is this. This is, I was posting pictures of it in Discord. This is a slip space, this is an official unit, a Forerunner slip space drive. And I haven't added, I forgot I was going to add these little, like, module, like little knobs up there, basically. Yeah, to like connect into these. But anyway, the point is that, and up into that. But the point is that this is one of those, and what I was thinking was, oh boy, killed myself again. So I need to grab that kill volume. Where is that? Is that this one? Is this the hard kill or shrinking zone? No, it's not. Okay, I need to find that thing, because this thing doesn't need to be here, I don't think, anymore. I think that was just his block at 000 to build above it whenever you know, Ripshade was building it. Oh, I lost a piece. That's weird. I need to, it probably happened whenever I duplicated the, whenever I moved it down. But basically, this is supposed to be, where's this snapping point? There it is. Right there. Okay. So that, add this into the prefab. Now I hope that that wasn't left behind up here. It's still up here in the way. No? I don't know what happened to it. Maybe I just accidentally undid it at some point yesterday. Anyway, so this is based on that. Let me just put it into the lower left corner of the stream the way I used to with Waterworks. Let me see, where's my stream settings? Or I can just go display capture in the corner. Nope. Where is it? That's supposed to be the other way around. Yeah, that's supposed to be a different display. Let me go in there in properties and change which display it's on. I think it's the, yeah, it's the Acer. There we go. Acer monitor. There we go. Now you should be able to see how it looks side by side. And that's very convincingly the same thing. And it's going to be buried in rocks, especially down at the bottom. So I've got that shrinking zone. Let me move that away from it so I don't dig it into it, because I'm sure it's been placed properly, but I just want to make sure that it's not in the way. I probably put this down into the kill volume. It might be like clipped into it, so I need to go into here and find kill volumes. I also need to go back to be able to see chat because I can't right now. Let's see, I request desert map, thanks. Yeah, I was thinking about switching to that eventually again. I don't know what I'm going to do for the names of my episodes because this is, I like the idea of doing a little bit in both each time. I was enjoying that yesterday. And it kind of like breaks up my, like I can get into the weeds here, and then once I start like slowing down, I can go, okay, stop this, go over there, and then start, you know, going hardcore over there. But basically, yeah. Let's see, what is that called? The kill volumes. It should be in K. You see, kill volume. Where is that? Right there. Okay, so it's just inside of it. I can move it just right here. That should be just enough to see it, but also I'm going to move it down a bit so I can drop down onto that and just stand there for a second just to show you. Whoa. It did not like whatever I was just now. Okay. Alright. So, if I can drop down here, I was thinking the downstairs area, this could be in the middle of it, with either a one-way where you can jump off of it onto those, where like you need a grapple shot to get over to it from over there, or something like that, but basically down in the storage area, I was thinking that it would be the storage and excavation site. Like there would be storage over there, and then like maybe some passageway into the excavation site in the middle, where they're digging. And we can put all sorts of like tools and stuff. Like there's a drill, and we can scale that up and see if the drill bit looks any good at a larger scale, and then put it inside of other vehicles or whatever to make it look like, or other objects to make it look like a large drill object, and stuff like that. Yeah, something like that. And also, if we can work it out, I built these. Whoops, jumped into the death zone thinking I could make that lip. I built these areas here so that they are pathable and that they look interesting on the inside. So if this ends up being a central position where you can like hop down onto and connect to the rest of it, that would be cool. Not entirely necessary, but if it was something that was there, we could do that, and we could even go as far down as here and do a third layer. Not that I think it needs to be that complicated down in this lower area, but that if we could make it to where all three of those are lined up roughly in the middle, like if this is here, right, then that area could be jumped down to there, but not necessarily up without like weird clambering and all sorts of slowness. But if you but if it was here, then we could theoretically have that as an accessible area that could maybe, if it's close enough, jump up to clamber to it. You know what I mean? Like if this was where this floor is, like I've got it sort of at this level because I was just throwing things together and didn't fully get it blocked out like I was hoping to. But if this was like here, right, then we could jump up to here, or we can run down to here. I don't have that kill zone low enough to actually do that, but you see what I'm saying. Just run off and like grab hold there, and then go under everyone and hop back up on the other side as sort of a stealth route, in a way. And the people up here and up there would all be very confused about their motion tracker. But yeah, so I'm gonna build this and then I'll switch over there, Aaron. I'm gonna make this into a little hacking, like a Forerunner hacking terminal for the for Oni, or the UNSC. I think this should look like Oni, personally. Or maybe a joint venture. But yeah, having little Oni eyes on these doors would be cool, but I did just realize that they're gonna move. They're gonna open, so maybe I'd have to have them like somewhere else. But yeah, let's see. So essentially what I want to do is I want to basically take this, right? Snap it into position to be lined up perfectly with this one. And then actually bring it down to here probably. And then I want to shrink it down substantially and turn this into a base for the glass to connect into. And then I'm going to build off of that base, so this can just be like a basic metal look. And then everything I add onto it, all the greeblies I add onto it, will make it look better. This thing, though, I would basically... I mean, I might do the same thing here, so I might just use the one block, but... by having it as this small piece, I was thinking that I could basically, yeah, maybe do that, and then I'll make this as a greebly or something. But I was thinking about blocking it out, trying to figure something out. So let's try this. Okay. Okay. Floor half. Come on now. What am I doing here? Here we go. Just got to get into the actual menus and like remember what I'm doing here. It's like every single time I go into it, I feel like I've got to like terminals. That's what I need to figure out first. Workstations, I mean. I feel like they should have called these terminals just to link back to, you know, the original, back to what do you call them? Yeah, see, so what I was thinking was, this is basically what I was thinking, was if these columns, see, like if I had actual computer terminals in there, I was thinking this would work, and it does, where they're basically the exact same shape. So I could make a shape that comes up out of this thing, right? And then formulates it a little bit. So like there would actually technically be a little bit of a corner here you could dip into, so I'm kind of adding to the block out in a way that maybe, you know, wasn't really intentional. But like if I make this, you know, at that height, which I can make that more precise later, but then I make back walls to this with a little support strut coming up out of this area, you know, like, let's see, go to supports. Ooh, come on. Supports was, oh, I passed it up. Supports is down here. And we want to grab something that works. Let's see, object, flip it up like this. Actually, no, I want to do it like this. So if something were here that were in position very nicely to basically support the inner structure here. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm getting a little too far out there. What if I line this? Come on now, gotta be LC. This middle thing up down here. I guess that would be the same as the top one, wouldn't it? Okay. Need to be able to see what I'm doing, so I think I gotta go down here. Okay, so if... all my controls are going haywire. It's like I forgot how to forge over the course of the night. Okay, basically something like this. There we go, now it's working. Something like this, and then we have panels coming out of it going this direction to still make the exact same shape that it had before, with these sort of terminals inside of here. And then we get cables coming right out the bottom of them, down into each of these. So we end up with these nice little connections. Now, excuse me, we can then add monitors up here and things like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and grab some. There are those nice, are they in UNSC? I think they are. The panels, wreckage panel, but UNSC wall tack, there we go, the wall tack panels. So you have this wall tack, that's extra large, we don't need that, we need something a little more thin. Some of these are thinner. Let's see, these are the extra thin one. What does this one look like on the other side? That one's a very simple panel. Let's see. What's this one look like? That one is one with the stickers that are not, and the text, which won't rotate well. This one has the stickers no, this one also has text that won't rotate very well. I think I might have to go with one of the wide ones and scale it down. One of the large ones. Like this one would be great if it was a tall, not wide one, because it's got like the warning, warning label for computer. I mean, for the voltage and all that kind of stuff. And technically, like this switch panel could be inside the back of it. It also could just be facing this direction with the switch panel built into it. We're going to figure that out in a second. I want to say there are some, though. I think that, you know what, there's a, what is this one? Is this facing me, or is this a two-sided one? It looks like it's two-sided, to a degree. It's not exactly right, but what's this one look like? That one's a panel. And that one is some kind of pipes. This one's not bad. It kind of implies... I would say that's probably weapons, though. Like, when I look at that, I immediately think those are going to deploy weapons, like in Halo 2, you know what I mean? And this one's going to be larger weapons. Like, that's what that feels like to me, but it definitely could be used if necessary, if I can't find anything else. So this one is good. You see, it's too tall, but also too wide, so I might be able to scale the entire thing down. Let's see. And it might become the right width. Okay, it's not snapped to the right height, so oof, come on now. And since it's thin, that means I can really work it into here pretty well. There we go. Now we just need to scale it down and see if this one will... Why is it going slow again? Oh, right. There we go. That's my normal scaling control that I'm used to. There we go. So I could theoretically scale this down until it's the right width, and then put something else down at the bottom. It doesn't have to go all the way to the floor. So that's what I'm thinking about doing right now. Bringing this down. Sometimes it feels like the thing doesn't, like it doesn't scale the same way every time. Like the tools don't always function the same way. And it worries me whenever they're not functioning like normal, because that usually means there's a network issue. That may result even in loss of save file. Or loss of, like, work. Which would be very frustrating. And that seems to be pretty consistent. And that's kind of worrying me right this second. Because I'm seeing it happen right now. Okay, so there we go. We've got a panel here. We would then be able to put something down low. Oh my gosh. I was lined up above here for sure. Okay. Yeah, that's not too high up for people to access. And then we just have a another piece down there. In fact, let's see. We could almost snap this back here and adjust that piece a little further in, actually. We adjust that further this direction, then it won't poke out the back like that, like a problem. This panel will become part of the piece that would go down here. Maybe that would work. This clipping is kind of a little weird. I mean, I guess it loses this nice little emissive object here. Well done. Not really. Yeah, that works. That looks fine. If they're the same color, let's change the color and make them look nice. And I'm just going to make them all look the same at first. Ooh, that is all the way dark gray. Aluminum heavy. What? Come on now. Why is it not, Oh, I see. It's set to, shiny. Okay, what is this thing's color? Set to its paint, and it's set to nothing. Okay, well, I don't think I can just go to paint and it'll be gray, because the paint tends to be all sorts of different colors. But let's go see. Let's go try that. Just to find out. Up. Oh, no, I must have passed it up. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, I didn't see a paint because it's right here. Okay. I think that if I want to match that gray, I'm just going to have to do it. Let's see. One more, I think. That's close enough for now. For the test. Or for trying it out. We're going to probably add something to this side that is smaller and higher up. Like, what do you call them? Those electrical boxes. Okay, I think it's literally this last one. There we go. And it kind of matches. We'll change color to make it look better later. I just want it to match so I can see how the detail work is working out. Let's go to this one, because I think that I did need to go one more darker. It wasn't just a lighting thing. Nope. No, it might have been just a lighting thing. I don't know. Oh, I see. That panel is darker than the rest of the console. Okay, well. That's super helpful. Let's see. To know that, because now I can just adjust it. There. Now that's the same color as that, and these match that. Okay, cool. So now we've got that going. And we're going to want a different panel over here. So I can pick one of the other ones. Probably a... could be potentially this one, if it was some kind of like battery packs instead of... like instead of viewing these as like weapon deployments, they could be like adjustable, like battery packs that sort of connect on there, theoretically. What's this one's scale? Let's just make this exact scale. Make the match. 0.87, 8.3, 937. Is it 983? Oh, 830. 937 was the last one, okay. There we go. Now we got our panels scaled exactly the same. And they will link together pretty nicely now. Let's go ahead and latch it to this corner if we can, so that it will line up very correctly. And see how this works out down here. Not as well as the other one does. So, if we want this, first of all, this one can probably move over a bit and see if that fixes anything, because it's not exactly, I don't think it was latched to here. No, it was. How is this thing? Oh, I see. This one's not latched to here like it should be. Okay, I understand now. Which is actually making them clip together, which means they are not perfectly scaled to the width of this thing. Okay, well, we will have to figure that out. Let's see. How's that terrain pack working out for you? It's working out really nicely, to be honest. Do you think CA will head Halo? Probably not, but if they have anything to do with it, it'll be cool. But I think that personally, if I had to guess where this is going, like I was wondering if Joseph Staten was maybe, you know, it was coincidental timing where Joseph Staten was heading off to do his thing at the same time as like Frank O'Connor was being let go, or whatever happened there, and all that other stuff. And basically, it's very possible. I was thinking, well, maybe for Lucky, they're formulating a campaign team, like a separate company that's designed from the ground up to work under 343 to make campaigns. And the idea was going to be that the two of them, head of creative, were moving off to go make something together under the umbrella of, you know, of Microsoft, and that they were going to do something involving that. I was very hopeful that that might be the case, but does not appear to be the case at all. So it looks like he's actually gone off to Netflix, apparently. That's what he said this morning. So that's pretty interesting. I'm going to put that there. Make it all the way in. That will make this support look cool. You might be able to bring this up a little shorter so that it kind of goes into the roof there. Something like that. Kind of makes these panels look odd, so maybe I shouldn't do that, but can't undo scale right now, so that's kind of annoying. But yeah. Dang, Halo is doomed then. Hey, what's up, Will? Hey, how's it going, Ripshade? Imagine going to Netflix after leaving Microsoft. I know, right? Like, it's like he wants to work for the giant, like, demon corporations. Anyway, it's like he likes it there. Not sure why he would, but... I know exactly what to do with this corner. Okay. So it won't be too bad if I just scale it horizontally a click, right? Am I scaling by a click? No. I don't know what just happened. But I hate that it's lost, that it keeps losing its... Let's see, control that, control C that, go here, control V. It did go by 1. That was weird. Like, I scaled, but I didn't tell it to go by 1. but just sort of... Oh, no. Can you go back down? Thank you. I meant to go like this. By one full world unit. That's probably too far, and it won't go back. Why won't it go back? There it goes. Okay, now I think I need to go back down to a half. There we go. And then if I snap that there, I'm gonna do the same thing over here, right? I go... Oh, oh. Come on now. Go back. Ugh, listen to me. Thank you. I swear, sometimes I just don't want to listen. Okay, maybe I do want a full click. Like that. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a pipe. Let's see. Imagine going to... Yeah, should have gone to Sony, right? Wait, Netflix games, I think that's cool. Nah, way better money and less IPs competing, so it's a smart move. Yeah, and it's... I think Netflix's... Netflix console, Lamau. Remember that table structure isn't centered and it can change to whatever you want to. The whole idea of it was to traverse the map. Originally there were balcony ledges there where those two beams are. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Oh, I see what you mean. Like there used to be beams here that were connected to balconies, like up there or something? Or something to that effect. Well, what I was thinking is that I'm going to put computer terminals here, right, that are latched into, with wires, into the Forerunner structure down here. Like they're trying to do experiments on it and test it and see how it works, you know what I mean? Doing experimentation on this thing. Maybe even trying to get it working. But yeah. Let's see. In front of each base, two towards middle. Oh, okay. The bases. Like this way? Like there's a balcony there or something? Towards mid? But yeah. Because these are the bases, right? That's what you consider the base. Is where the teams spawn. But yeah. You'll be able to stream Netflix in 4K and game at the same time. Well, yeah. I think that whatever Netflix is doing is going to be... I think they're, if I'm not mistaken, they're trying to compete with Xbox's, online. Like they're trying to make a streaming service game, a gaming streaming service, essentially. Pipes, that's what I'm looking for. No, not pipes, cables. Wires, there we go. This cable right here will be great. Right in this spot. If it just comes right down from right here. I don't think it's lining up correctly for that, so I think I'm just going to have to place it. There's no snap point for this. And then I just bring it down into the middle. Is there actually a magnet point in the middle? There is, but it's going to put it toward the middle of the pipe. Why don't they have anything around the outside? How am I supposed to snap the outside of this pipe to a wall or something like that to make it work? Like it's like I don't want this thing to be halfway in the wall. I want it to be... Well, actually... No. That just sort of makes it a column-looking thing. Let's see. Yeah, those little beams where you jump across from the base to the middle left side, there were ledges. Hey, Matt. Brand new AAA game multi-platform Halo 0.5 before CE. What's up? I think that it would be amazing if they were going to do like a purely narrative... Like, one of the things that Netflix has been doing in gaming for the most part, right, is their purely narrative, the, what do you call it, Minecraft story mode? Which, by the way, Minecraft is owned by Microsoft, and they were owned by Microsoft while they were making those Minecraft story modes for Netflix. While Netflix was making those. So, like... could theoretically see Minecraft, or I mean, see that be a an indicator of what they're doing, what he's doing over on Netflix. Like if he was brought over there to do a purely narrative Netflix like video game series for like video game for Halo, that would be an interesting thing, you know. Certainly be interesting. I'll put it to you that way. I don't know if it's going to be good, but it'll be interesting. Ooh. It'll definitely be a good story, because it'll have Joseph Staten involved, but the question is if the gameplay would be worth all of that, you know what I mean? But yeah. Probably partners. So that's one thing that I was thinking. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but that is one thing I was considering as a possibility that they would do. Okay, I think that this either needs to get shorter or it needs to go higher. Maybe this could be thinner. I'm thinking this platform should be as thin. No, not two directions. Come on, man. I tried to make that do what I wanted to do, and it just does not want to do it. Okay, so if I keep that one's thinness, and I go to it and I find out what it is, let's make this 2.5 instead of 2.55, just to make it simpler. And then we go, oop, no, the thin part. 2.5. Then we know, then we got the right height. And then I can snap this up to here, and it'll get it out of that, and that lines up pretty much flawlessly. And then I can do the same over here. 2.5. Snap this to there. And that should work out. And then I can put more cables here, right? Let's see. What are you guys saying? Okay, let's see. How's it going, bro? Probably partners. I'm glad Frankie got fired. That dude was trash. And Kiki, lol. Did you see Kiki bio on Twitter? I did not. So the weird thing is that if they're doing what I'm saying, then there's a chance that they were not fully fired, and we're gonna see them all working over there, and that would be, I don't know, that would be something else. So I think that if I hide, you want to play Master Chief in the other room, buddy? You can go set it up. I'm not stopping you. You can go. It's okay. Cool. He knows how it's done. So he's just gonna go set it up himself.
His sister's playing another game on the Xbox.
What's up?
I said his sister's playing another game.
Oh, his sister's already playing a game on the Xbox. I see. That could be problematic. Okay, I don't know if this cable's gonna... Ooh, what the... No. Okay, come on now. There we go. I don't know if this is gonna work here, but we're gonna see. Why am I moving by object? Here we go. The little cable here coming out that direction to sort of hide what's behind it. But then where's it going down here? Don't know if that's gonna work. Let's see. Did you see? Okay. Transmedia at 343, like with the WTF? Lol. Wait, what's happening that you think is going to happen? Will help time to buy another Xbox and TV, right? So my thinking is exactly is yeah, gotta have to get that for get another Xbox for my kids, exactly. No, what I'm thinking is that all these people who are leaving that are part of narrative, they got rid of 60 people on the narrative team at 343. There were then rumors that 343 was going to switch to a more producer role. Then Joseph Staten left, Frank O'Connor left. A lot of these people left that were in charge of the campaign, the creative. Now that they're gone, where are they going? Oh, maybe they're starting their own studios, maybe they're doing whatever, and then we find out that Joseph Staten is now working at Netflix. Netflix has created previously like story mode for Minecraft, which is owned by Microsoft. So Microsoft and Netflix have a friendship there, a contractual friendship there. Story mode for Minecraft is a choose your own adventure, story for for Minecraft that goes through. If instead of what we think is happening, that Joseph Staten's gone and now he's going to go off and make his own new thing, if instead we're actually going to see Joseph Staten show up over at Netflix. He then starts making for Microsoft, working for Netflix as their Halo guy. Maybe they just signed a contract with Netflix to make a whole bunch of Halo-based storylines in a choose-your-own-adventure style. Maybe the novels are about to go over there and become sort of choose-your-own-adventure style games. And essentially what we would see is this sort of Netflix-based thing going on. Netflix, Microsoft, like joint venture going on, and that might be what we're about to see. What's about to happen, but I'm just spitballing based on what we're seeing. If it's all connected, if it's not connected, then then none of this is true. you know. But yeah, what is Choose Your Own Adventure games? So a Choose Your Own Adventure novel is essentially a novel where you get to a point in the story and it says, what do you do? And if you want to do this, turn to chapter this. If you want to do that, turn to chapter this. Choose Your Own Adventure game is essentially a visual Choose Your Own Adventure novel where they animate all of that. It gets to a point where there's a countdown timer. Everything that what is that company called? What's up? No, the company that made Telltale. That's what it was called. Telltale Studios. Every single thing they did was just a Choose Your Own Adventure novel in like video game form. And Netflix is doing that right now. You can go on Netflix and play a Minecraft Adventure Mode thing right now, and you know, it's pretty. My kids like it. Let's see. Let's turn off. So if we saw anything like that, like if they're doing that, then it would be pretty interesting, I think. I don't know if that's what they're actually doing, but if that turned out to be what they're doing, then I think that would be pretty cool. And then we would get really rapid storylines for Halo's like campaign. We would get all of these like all the books that they've made so far would all get turned into campaign stuff, and basically it would be turned into that. Yeah, those Walking Dead games. Are they like RPGs? Yeah. Walking Dead games were very cool. If Halo did that, it could be cool. Yeah, the difference between the Netflix ones and Telltale is that Telltale was they actually had you walk around and had you do stuff. In the Minecraft one, you don't walk around. It just shows event. It asks you. It's pretty much the conversation like choice options from the Telltale games. Put it with movies between it, like cutscenes between it. So. It brings you to the next conversation. It brings you to the next event, and then you make your decision. So it's like that, but not exactly like that. You know what I mean? Or they're similar, but not identical. Is what I'm trying to say. But basically, yeah. If we if that's what we're gonna see, then that would be really cool, and I think that'd be awesome. But yeah, I don't know though. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? So I want to see what these cables would look like if I just hung them in the way, connected this panel to this side through here. Just like put this here and then make it go through the floor. Yeah, buddy? Let's see. Playing the beta. Ripshade, playing the beta, let me know if it's good. What? You want to play Master Chief, but your sisters are playing already. I thought they weren't. I thought the Xbox was available, buddy, because of the way you came and asked me before. But I don't think it is. I think your sisters were already on it. So if I did this, could I make a floor here that made sense for cables to fall through, and also something you could walk on, and then like pin it up over here with like a cable-looking thing? You know what I mean? Let's see. And then that would go over to here and be like it's plugged in there with a bunch of wires. And I'd just put little like the end cap piece on there and everything like that to make it look like it makes more sense. Is that good or terrible? I was thinking that if I make it to where you can drop down through, right? Like if we make it to where you can drop down in there, which is what I was thinking, then instead of these two little panels, I could do something else. Or two big panels, rather, because they're quite large. And I'm not sure exactly what we would do, but we could put something else here. Like a really small little hole, like a little circle hole or something like that just sort of drops you down in there. And like you said, it's not centered, so I actually need to center this thing. Actually, I think I found out that it was centered enough. It's not centered, but it's centered to the 1. Where's the location? Oh, right, no, that's right. It's based on, because the center point is in the corner of these objects. That's why I couldn't figure that out. Okay, yeah, I'll center it, make sure it's all centered. I think I centered this thing off of this, so technically the entire Forerunner object would not be centered. But once I get this one centered, I'll center those off it, but yeah. How do you think the button is going to look now with the drive there? Oh, the bottom. That's a shit button. I don't know what I'm thinking. So I was throwing some stuff together and then not liking it and throwing more stuff in there and seeing how it looked, and it looks very ramshackle right now because of everything being so weird. But essentially, I tried a curved thing, and I was going to put like rock wall here, like it's like they dug out into a curvature, you know what I mean? And that would be coming down from this. So then we just like have this, if we move it on that axis, let's see. Basically, we would just have this go like, what? No, let's undo that. Just the one direction, please. Come down like this, and then there would be that slope down underneath there. And that slope would be here. This is what I was just doing, but I don't know if this is good yet. Where it would be like rock wall, come down here to a little like storage place, and then have another ramp going down into more of the excavation site, which would then link over to that one doing the same thing. And I was thinking it would be here. Now this thing, I was thinking would be, I threw this down at this height. Originally had it up here, but I threw it down at this height earlier because I was thinking that it would be cool to take advantage of this sort of split level where you can hop up here and then go to the other side. If you drop down from above, you end up here, which the only way up to here would be to like use these sides to sort of like I don't think you could jump. Well, you might be able, yeah, you could probably clamber here and then go up through here. So it'd be kind of an awkward place to attack. But it'd be kind of a cool hill zone in King of the Hill. But anyway, but you could attack it from above, just dropping straight down onto it. And then from here, you could hop down and attack any of the directions. And then down here, I didn't move the kill zone low enough for this, so I'm going to move it a little bit lower. You can, like, just run off and clamber onto here, and actually take a little stealth route, which would be a little bit harder to get to, and you can hop up from it, like, onto each side. So then, and clamber up is what I was thinking. If you look above it, it looks more towards elevator side 2. Let's see, how do you think the bottom is going to look now with the drive there? But if you look above, it looks more toward elevator side 2. It does, yes, it's definitely leaning toward the elevator side. So, yeah. Oh, that is cool, especially to drop down on that. I can definitely try to spend some time creating something. Then you could make it perfect. And another thing is, I was going to put a drop down over here, so like I was planning on, let me explain, instead of just glancing at it for half a second. I was going to turn this into a cover and a ramp, and then a drop down point that will open up as well, so that you can go down in there and hop down and land right here. So both sides will have a drop down point, but this side's drop down point will be to the low side, and that one's drop down point will be to this hill. So if you go out into the sort of kill box here where like everybody can shoot at you, you can take a minute to run through here and hop down through the hole to get an advantage and be now you're the high point down below and everyone else is in a kill zone. You're like on the tower down below. So it's kind of cool. You can like take for just a second run through the kill zone of the top point to become or the kill box or whatever, to become the tower down below and have an advantage. Just seems like a cool idea to me. And then I was thinking it would wrap around this. And down here I was thinking vehicle space. So like all of this stuff would be like driving around really quickly to get through here. And then that's the area you can only do without a vehicle. Well, you could probably get in there with a... You might be able to get in there with a mongoose or something if you do some weird stuff. But basically, wrap around here and then come over to the elevator. So that the elevator, you can go through the middle, but obviously the elevator is not designed to access the rest of the base through the middle. So the elevator would be built to go around because that would make more sense, but also because that would give us some like vehicle action going looping around here and going that way. And it would also be kind of cool if during big team battle you could ride the elevator up with a vehicle and get into the actual buildings with a vehicle. And it would be very like underpowered and stuff like that. But like if a ghost was in here running people over, you could go on a rampage before everyone adjusts and kills you. Before everyone's ready to like react, you know what I mean? But meanwhile, coming through here might be too tight for a vehicle. Actually, I haven't tried that. I don't know if a ghost would be able to get through there, but definitely, I don't think a warthog can fit through there. But yeah, we can figure out if a warthog will fit through there, and if it will, we could put a little. If we want to, we can put a little pylon in the middle to block access to vehicles, just like a little little spot there. And vehicles coming up this way, we could potentially put another one of those up here or down here. if we wanted to block people from going through there with vehicles. And then, but anyway, point is though, yeah, I think we definitely need some routes that go from outside that lead down to that area with big, huge doors that lead you down there. Oh yeah, that's another thing I was thinking too, actually. Yes, I agree. I fully agree. The door out here should go outside and then around here, and then maybe have it ramp down back into the underground here. That would access there. So that the big team battle version of the map is like, it's like Rat's Nest. It's a loop. Going back to bed soon. I'm tired. Oh, well, I was about to switch over to the other one soon. So that you could see, so we could do the exterior. Basically, I was thinking Rat's Nest underground, and it's kind of like Rat's Nest where you've got the base stuff in the middle, and then the stuff wrapped around it, you know, for vehicles, in a loop. But we'd have all the vehicle stuff underground, and then have the stuff up top. I'm not going yet. Okay, cool. So if you are going to do that, I might hop over there now and then come back, or just hop over there for like 30 minutes. Yeah, that sounds good, because I need to get off soon anyway. So yeah, I'll hop over there for like 30 minutes. So we discussed it, so you know what I'm talking about. So Ripshade, if you want to hop in there, then you can like start like making the block out if you want to. I don't know if you want to do that right now, but you might be at work or something. But if you did want to at some point today or something like that, you can. Or I can start designing what I was talking about just now, just to give you a basic stuff. How long do we have for that 4v4 contest? I think we have until... Let me see. I think I still have it open. Let me let it start loading the other map while I'm looking. Let's see. Okay. New project layout. Boom. Okay. It is up here. Where is it? I've got it up here somewhere. Is that it? Here it is. Forge Hub. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we have... This is it, June 5th. So we have about 1, 2, 3 weeks. We may not make it. We have 3 weeks to finish the 4v4 part, so we can potentially pause the big team battle stuff sections and just like really be arting the other stuff. I did need that structure underground so that the glass would be looking down at something for later. So I'm not upset that I've been focusing a little bit on the underground, because I did need that anyway. But yeah, you've got until June 6th. Yeah. So yeah, was that after they delayed it? Did they actually delay it, or did they actually decide not to? Because I thought they posted on April 1st. Hey, by the way, they posted that they did like a poll a few days before April 1st. What do you guys think about delaying the due date for this contest? And everyone's like, yeah, yes, absolutely. They all seemed to agree. Everyone seemed to agree that yes, we do need like 4 more weeks. And the reason they were saying delay it was because of all the bugs that hit us. And they're like, yeah, so yeah, do you guys think that we need that? And everyone's like, yes, we absolutely do. And then it came to it. It was pushed back forward. So it was pushed back. Okay. Oh, June 6th. So wait. Oh, you're saying June 6th, and this was saying June. So this is after it was pushed back. So it was supposed to be due like a week ago, and it's already been pushed back. Okay, yeah. Can you throw out ideas where bases should be and then where the lanes should be for big team battle? That way I can get an idea, or I could just throw structures where I think things could be. All other contests got delayed by a 6 month as well. What if I start throwing in blocks and objects and naming them the idea of what I want to be there? Like, I wanted to expand the bases with that door that would open up and it would access the barracks. So like if I put an object there that's roughly shaped like what I would like to give you space for, but you could go outside that. But instead of keeping that as like, these are the walls of the thing, that you could say like inside of this object is where the base should be. Like clipping into this object is where the base should be built. So then you just delete that object and build whatever you want to build there. And then like, so I could like put a box there and say, or an object that's got a dynamic shape that would help, that would fit together properly like I want it to be. But the point is like, or like that I'm imagining it to be. But basically like, and then you would be able to take that and go, well, okay, I like that, but let's imagine it this way or whatever. And you could just like say, delete this thing, cool, that's going to be the storage room. Okay, I'm going to build a storage room now kind of thing. But yeah. Let's see. Okay, so this stuff didn't get deleted. Whenever all the other stuff in the other map got deleted, this one did not. So I've got this still going with the layers of you know, natural rock. Buddy, are you okay? Are they letting you play a game? Do you want your Switch?
No.
I think the Switch is in y'all's bedroom.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna go run on set up his Switch and be right back. Just give me 2 seconds. The Xbox isn't working. Oh no. What's it not doing? All right. Okay. Dead air, right? Let's see. Okay. Without any ideas where bases should be, yeah. All other contests got delayed by a month as well. The rocks are different shades compared to what's on my bundle. Dead air, yeah. I really liked these shades working together for this map, so I hope you don't mind, because I know your bundle is like, it's got one for each map, right? But, and I'm gonna probably pull your bundle. Oh, I couldn't add your bundle earlier because I'm still seeing this stupid waypoint bug, where every single time I go to waypoint, it's got this stupid deadness. So I'll probably have to go look up for you in the actual, look up from your actual like profile in the thing. But I really liked how like it became the layers of rock, you know, over time by just using your different colors. I don't know if you saw that at the end of the stream last time, or if you had to leave. But let me just duplicate these to show you what I was doing. So, you know how rocks will, like, you know, they form in layers of, like, different, this is not right, because I adjusted at the end. But, like, okay. So they've got, like, their like, sedimentary layers and stuff like that they use for, like, for, like, dating things that they, like, in archaeological sites. Well, and so they've got different layers of rock that sort of like they actually take on different shades and stuff like that. Essentially, I'm doing that over here with I was thinking about doing that in this map using your colors that you gave me last time that are technically still over here, and I thought that'd be really badass. I don't know about you, but I feel like having like this like whenever they're like this, it looks kind of like contrived, I suppose. But let me show you whenever they're like all like right on top of each other, and like same scale and everything, to show you like what a cliff side would look like if built out of this stuff, with the sedimentary layers. Like okay, it's really sloped right now, maybe because they're so scaled out. Let me yeah, go ahead and bring it back in. Flip it over maybe, even for this bottom one. Okay, there we go. Just had to reset the rotation. I'll just reset the rotation on all of them and put them inside of each other to show you what I'm talking about. So like whenever you've got like these different geological layering here, you can kind of be like, this would look like, for example, a very nice like cliffside. Let's see. I'm gonna make it more defined by putting them all on top of each other like this. This is literally all of them facing the same direction, so it's not like perfect or anything by any stretch. But yeah, this is all weird. I don't know. It's hard to explain it. I had a really good positioning when I very first placed them to show you, I think the other day, but you tell me if you remember. Whenever you brought them in, I did this, if you recall. I think I just got to bring them all in really tight, because they're too, whenever they get stretched out, they get more and more sloped. These pieces. So let me just bring them in tight and bring them up like this. And sort of give you like an idea of what I'm talking about. Assuming you're still here. But, yeah. So, essentially, something like this, but like in larger scale. I mean, you can kind of see it over there, but there's like a shadow on it, so it's kind of obnoxious. So this is probably the better side to show it off on. Like this kind of thing with the layering. I really like it. I am. Okay, cool. Just want to be sure. Like, you see how I'm doing it? Like, this looks really good over here, and it's actually what's copy and pasted over there, but the shadow's on it, so you can't really tell. But, like, the way this has, like, the redder area fits this red really nicely, so it feels like they're the same, but they're not at the same time, because, like, this was under more layers of rock, so it became more dense and became a different kind of, like, you know, consistency in stone, so that it's different shades, and it goes with their already eroded terrain, like, layered lines, and I'm just sort of, like, utilizing those layered lines, which are already sort of that going on. But they're like, whenever you look, like if you go to the Grand Canyon, here, I'll show you. I've been to the Grand Canyon, so I'm just sort of doing this from memory. But I will, sedimentary layers, I believe that's what that's called. Whoops, I went to grab it, the tab out, and hit the X and closed it. Let's see if I can find images of it. I mean, it's, you know, essentially, that's what I'm going for. Come on now, just bring me the actual image, please. View image, there we go. This is what I'm going for. I was going for like these different shades of rock that get lighter and lighter and more like it's like usually deep reds at the bottom, and it gets lighter and lighter as it goes up, you know. And it's like a really cool. Let me go back to chat so I can actually see what you're saying. It's a really cool like layering effect that I was like, yeah, let's do that. You know what I mean? Oh, I still got that there. Oh, I've got that little window down there in the corner still, huh? I should probably, wow, chat time by just, oh god, that's not what I meant to do. There we go, now it's up to date. Let me close that, let me get rid of that little window. There we go, we don't need that anymore. But yeah. Okay, so oh god, really? When you click away from Halo Infinite for a minute, sometimes it does this. If I hold down the back button, it should reload everything, and then that sometimes resets it, sometimes not. Oof. Come on now. Come back in. Let it work. Do your thing. It looks very muddy. Anyway, this area over here looks like it was loading in. Nope. Not at all. Well, anyway, it'll eventually just kick in and start putting my graphics card over to here. In the meantime, I will close these tabs to see if that helps. The ones I just opened. I've never seen it get this bad before, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, you saw what it looked like before, right? Oh, it's just starting. It's getting a little bit better. Don't know what's going on with the engine, with the Infinite's graphics engine right now, but yeah. Maybe if I select them and move them and deselect them, it'll make them reload or something. Nope. Nope, nothing. Still haven't figured out how to force this thing to fix these. They look real terrible whenever they're so basic. But anyway, the point is that that's what I was going for, is that sort of like layered effect, like over here, for example, which I think looks really good. Having that like outcrop there and everything. But anyway, so this was going to be like, I was thinking that somebody dug this out, right? This whole area. Maybe the UNSC was having to dig down to clear this area out, or maybe the Halo ring was digging itself out. Like maybe the Sentinels were digging it out originally, and that's what was sort of like digging down to this sort of like crater kind of shape, as they were uncovering this so they could start rebuilding this area of the ring because of that damage over there, right? And so I figure, because the Sentinels were, I believe, not active, and then they became active at some point in the Halo Infinite campaign, right? Whenever the towers, like, let's say this area was buried, and this was an integral part to rebuilding the ring, and Master Chief is over there in those, like, you know, destroyed bits, like right there probably, And he's over there doing between those little islands there, doing his little thing right there. And eventually the Harbinger reactivates the ring to start repairing. Over here it kicks in, they start digging this area up. So this area can be an excavation site of sorts that they have that they've actually been digging out. And what I was going to do was potentially put these gray rocks at the very top and cover them in sand so they could just inherit the sand. But it's really hard to place terrain whenever this graphics... I think I'm going to have to leave the map and come back in. Let me do that real quick, because I'd rather be able to see the graphics properly than, you know, and then wait all that time. I don't have enough time to do that. Because like I said, I got to get off in like 20 minutes-ish. The latest version. And hopefully this is better. Go ahead and while that's loading, pull up the task manager and see if that's actually like something I can see what's happening. Because I've got a couple of programs going. So the GPU, it's not at 100% or anything like that. So, but I mean not anymore anyway. Maybe it was maxed out for some reason. Maybe there's a bug that maxed it out temporarily. Yeah. Got a lot of stuff going on here, but yeah. I still have my desert reference rocks, but I actually use a different swatch on my bundle compared to those. Really? So saying that if I pull that in, your bundle, if I go get your bundle and bring it in, I'd probably do that off stream. But when I do that, I'll have another color of rock I can put into the layering. I could theoretically do like 3 layers of rock there. That's awesome. So the whole like boxed canyon thing will make sense if it's an excavation site and it's round and it's like clearly being dug down into like a Grand Canyon style of thing. And the fact that it's so much higher than the desert over there, and then there's more of those rocks over there that are that sort of dark red. It kind of just feels like, I just feel like it feels like it fits, you know what I mean? I think that it would be amazing if they just went to the Grand Canyon and just made the Grand Canyon a canvas, and just literally made that one of the Earth canvases. Just make it the Grand Canyon. Do a 3D scan of the Grand Canyon, and make that your... I think they have them online, actually, for academic purposes. You can just buy a copy of it for like $30 or something like that, a 3D scan of the Grand Canyon for any purpose you want to use. And like they could probably just go buy that, contract it, put it up as the skybox around there, and then, you know, make a cool Earth-like sky and all that stuff. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, in my bundles, a desert one uses a material with more detail. Oh, cool. It's still not loading these rocks in particular, the scaled ones, the ones that are closer to their correct scale. Like this one appears to be loading. Is it loading its higher scale? I don't know what it's doing. It normally doesn't do this. As y'all are aware, y'all have probably seen it do that. Like, it's getting all muddy over here, too. Some of my objects are blown up to such scale that I imagine that that's some kind of, like, that one's loading in just fine, I think. No, never mind. It's muddy. Okay, so we're at this distance of LOD, and it's refusing to load anything closer. So is this a bug where it doesn't know where I'm located? I'm going to try walking over here and making LOD load the correct ones for game mode. Why not just find it in my files instead of waypoint? Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing. Since I was going to do it off stream after this, but actually since this thing is not loading anyway, I might as well go grab them. And then I'm just going to put them together, by the way, to make them into the ramp that I wanted over here that's going to lead up onto like a rocky cliffside that's going to go over here into this area, which will have to have desert sort of sand going into it, because I don't know that I can get the textures to look right going into your rocks. Maybe I could, since it's swatches. Like, I could find the exact same texture you're using and then the exact same, you know, color shift or something. Jesus, I don't understand why they're just not loading. This is kind of infuriating. I think I've got to close the game down and reopen it to get these things to load properly. Well, time to go back to the other map, lol. Right? It's like, it refuses to load. I'm thinking about just closing the entire game for a second, bringing it back up, and then doing that. I'll see if I can get, I don't know, waypoint to load on my phone, maybe? You sent it to me in chat, so I could probably pull it up on my phone and then add it. So while the game is booting back up, is closing, booting back up, and yeah, we have 3 weeks to finish that other map, so maybe I need to work on that one off stream more often. But every now and then I'll jump into the you know, me and Clint's map like today to try and get it to. I hit play. I don't know why it's not. There it is. And see if I can get, so I can do some of the a little bit of the work there, because Clint is way behind me in work. Like his like real life stuff has gotten in the way, I believe, to the point where he hasn't really been able to even touch it much at all. And in the end, if I have to, I'll try to script it myself. But mostly but we were trying to do it as a team, so I'm not trying to rush ahead like that. So I'm thinking I can definitely slow down. Okay, log me in. I'm glad it doesn't require you to like put in your password every single time, because then I'd have to like turn off the screen so y'all can't see the stream while I type in my password. Let's see. Okay, let me scroll up to where you sent me those. Did you send them in the main Forge chat, or was it straight to me? Yeah, I think it was straight to me. Here it is. Yeah. Oh, no, not the picture. The link. Okay. Map. Files. I should call this like cleanse, like, because I've got the lunar base is named more like it's connected to Ripshade. But yeah, should we not block out the Big Team Battle stuff just because we should be mindful of piece usage, or does it matter? That is true. We are only at like 23 or 24%. And the skybox isn't going to use a whole lot of objects because it's mostly just empty space, because we're supposed to look like the vacuum of space. So it won't be the end of the world to just have that. But yeah, I think it might be a good idea for us to do that. So waypoint is doing this on my phone, where it's just gray. We'll see if that will eventually load. I don't know what's up with waypoint lately. There've been a lot of bugs. Jesus, no. Look. It's like my profile is causing the bug or something. It's just a white screen that just says, it's like all these things. Let me see. Yeah, the bookmark button doesn't work. The share button will work. That's the only button that works. I can't even rate it. Like, if you can see this, then you can see that the share button is lit up and the bookmark button is just gray. It's just like, it's blue, but it's not like, it's not the vibrant blue and it doesn't do anything, but the share button does do something. So this is what's happening on waypoint every single time I try to grab it. So I'm going to have to do it from your files in the game. Just grab it from the in-game. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to do that that way. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Is my computer, like, overheating or something? Like, what is happening here? Is it throttling my graphics because of overheating problems? This wasn't happening at all yesterday. And it wasn't happening at the beginning of the stream earlier whenever we started. Whenever I went in here. I was showing you just a second ago. Ugh. I might just delete all these things. Or at least delete them down to like this one and that one are the same thing, and so is this one. And that one. So if they're just here for reference, I can just delete the ones that are extra. And that'll bring me down to like minimum dynamic objects floating in the air doing nothing. But that's not like helping the graphics load. Why is it doing this? Yeah, I might just have to switch back to the other map. Just because this is doing... I don't want to build this muddy like this, because I'll have to rebuild it later, you know what I mean? Like, I have an idea of what it will look like in the end by doing, like, let's say I did this, because I wanted, like, a sort of bowl shape wrap around. I probably want it to look different. But let's say I did that, right? But I'll never know if that looks good, because, you know what I mean? Like, that... I think I'm going to move this stuff. I'm also building it currently on the wrong side. But yeah, I gotta go back to this side and do it over here, because this building is going to be over there eventually. I could grab all the static objects from the base and just move them over there so I can put it in the light. Where do your textures set to? Good question. Like my texture settings? I might have been... I was fiddling with the graphics settings the other day whenever I was having trouble with the lag. Let's see what we got here. Texture quality set to medium. But it might be something about depth, shadow quality, lighting. There might be like a LOD. Terrain quality is on high. Like it was working when we first loaded in, so it shouldn't be doing this now, but maybe if we change texture filtering. Higher quality improves textures on geometry that are parallel to your line of sight. Let's bring that to high. In fact, let's bring that to ultra. It's not affecting the VRAM usage. Because that's about, I think, the processor figuring out where these things are located. It does not appear to be... Because it seems like it's like not loading the correct LOD. Put simulation quality to ultra. That's a good idea. Where's simulation quality? Okay, quality, simulation quality. Quality of miscellaneous sandbox operations such as vehicle suspension systems and vehicle audio. Higher quality consumes more CPU to reduce gameplay artifacts. Oh. Wait, use a CPU instead of GPU? Now let's see if we make it reload them, like start the match and drive over there and see. It's recommended to put on Ultra even by 343. Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep that as Ultra then, because it doesn't appear to affect anything. And my CPU is more than capable of handling a little extra process. It's crazy. Like, these are not even loading all the way, but then like this is. It's like anything of a certain scale. It's like LOD is ignoring objects that are larger than a specific scale. I wonder what would happen if I come over here, right, and I grab one. Or are these also just as muddy? I just can't tell. Yeah, no, it's everything. If I make this huge, will it think, okay, let's reload everything that is scaled up versus scaled down? And will that make it reset? No, it won't. I have no idea what caused this. I have no idea what fixed it. In the past, I just forged around it, and eventually these terrains would just reset, or I'd close the game and reopen it, and it would be fixed, but we just did that, so I am at a complete loss. I think I'm just going to have to build it muddy and then see how it comes out, or switch back to the other map. You can see them trying to, which is weird. Yeah, like it's like it shifts. It's shifting and like attempting to adjust, and then the moment it starts to attempt to adjust, it just like it cancels it and like stops trying. So yeah, I'm noticing that. Oh right, I don't want to. I had the slope over here, which looks good whenever they're not all muddy, or looked pretty okay at least. Let's add that one too. Am I missing something? I am. Another object right there. I probably had some dark ones down below as well. Let's move that far enough away that the vehicle can drive through more comfortably. And this building is actually going to be here, so maybe I should just do this. Let the vehicles come around the outside of that. I think I had that divot that was making it hard to drive up right there that's underneath this sand right now. But the sand is not going to be here. I did like the way the sand was falling on that, but I can move that and put it somewhere else. That concept. I call the map Rocky Road. Yeah. Let's see. You can see them trying to, which is weird. Yeah, exactly. I already read that one. So, like, if I put the sand dune more over, like, here, right? Which might affect down here, but I'm going to shrink it and everything. And maybe bring it down a bit. Then I can get a sort of, and get my rock there back. I can have it clipping in over here correctly. I can have it come down at a good angle there, and then have some sand around this building. I was thinking about making this a building that has a way through there, like in y'all know that map in Halo Reach, the ice cream lol. Yes. I mean, it does look like melted ice cream right now. That does make sense. It's like, yeah, it's being very, very melty right now. I think this was here, like right up against the bottom of that. Yeah, like that. In fact, I think it was like an outcropping to the point where you could like stand on it. And it was built into that as underground, underneath its base or whatever. But anyway, this thing would have to be restructured a bit, but yeah. Looks yummy. It looks like it's melting in this desert sun. It might actually be really cold around here because there's no atmosphere. You know, there's nothing to insulate this, so all the heat might be radiating out into space. Or being absorbed into the ground because the ring is made of metal, so it would actually be a major conductor to just pull heat down into the ground where all these hexes are and just like rapidly cool everything on top of it. So like, according to thermodynamics, so like these halo rings are probably really cold. Like what do you call it? I have no idea if this looks good because of the way that it's all muddy, but we're gonna see. Whenever it becomes not muddy, I will make all the adjustments we need. But yeah, whenever, like in Assault on the Control Room, right? I wouldn't be surprised if the Assault on the Control Room area is all that, you know, is all, you know, what do you call it? Is all snowy as a circumstance of the ring rapidly cooling everything from underground because it's all made of metal. But yeah, I wish we could space travel and ride in epic ships like Halo and live on them, right? That would be awesome. I always liked the idea. I almost joined the Navy once, and like this close, I went to the recruiting place and they were closed for the day because I forgot it was the 4th of July. Because they were closed, I didn't sign up. And the reason is because I love the idea of living on a structure like a ship that you sustain. Like your entire life is built on a your entire life is built around the concept of sustaining your living quarters. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to explain how weird that. It's kind of a weird, like, yeah, I think that's really cool. It almost wanted to load better. It almost registered. Man, that was fate, lol. I know, right? It's like, and that's why I was like, alright, the universe doesn't want me to join the military. Cool, I'll just not do that. And so I didn't. So I didn't go back another day. Yes, buddy. What? Yeah? This is gonna look so different whenever it actually loads. I'm just sitting here looking at it like, I have no idea what this is gonna look like. Like, I have literally only the faintest clue that this is actually coming out good at all. Until these graphics load in. I know that's probably why Aaron isn't talking. He's probably like checked out, like, because he likes the graphics, you know what I mean? He likes good graphics. It's his thing. So he's not. I bet you're still here, Aaron. But I bet that's why you're not talking, isn't it? It's like, I'm checking out. I'm gonna go do my own thing with better graphics, because this is so poo-poo. Need some pieces that look like nuts. Exactly, right? I said it looks poo-poo right as you're making that joke. So like this would be a great little like assault path there. Kind of cool. So if you're on your way into the base, it'd make a great little spot here. Do y'all know the map that I was talking about, though? I don't know what it's called. Oh, man, it's so laggy right now. We're down to 14 frames per second. What is it doing? Do you think it's something to do with the lighting? Oh, I have an idea. Where's volumetric fog? I'm gonna turn that off. Atmospheric fog, volumetric fog off. Let's see if that helps. At least the frames, you know what I mean? Which are currently dropping to 14. I think there's some kind of process running in the background that's not supposed to be looping, and it's killing the graphics, and it's causing my frames to drop. And it might be on my computer's end and not on Halo's end. But we're getting to the end of the stream anyway. Let's see, listening while I drop off. Right, while you're falling asleep. Yeah, gotcha. He did say he was going to go to bed. Oh, there he is. Exactly. I think I'm going to close some of these things. Let's see. I've got this, what do you call it? GIMP going. That's a graphics related thing. I've got a PDF going involving the vegetation engine for Unity. I've got the Unity hub going, but not an actual Unity game, so that probably isn't taking any processing, but I can close that too. The Xbox app is going. Maybe something's updating. Oh man, I bet Chrome is updating in the background. I bet that's what's happening. I bet Chrome is eating up my processing because it's updating in the background. Did it just get better? I think it just fixed. One of those things was eating up all my processing, and it just fixed, like, immediately. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Look at that. That's all I had to do. Close Discord too. I think we're good though, because you said that right before I came out and found out that it was good. So I want to put that to where it is a little more rotated this way, so it looks like it's connected to that rock and over there, but not down here. So I'm going to scale up just a tad to create a bit of a platform here, and the platform is here as like a sort of jump onto this kind of ramp very easily kind of way. And this one I was hoping to make it to where you could almost jump all the way onto the top floor of the structure. Yeah, it's practically there, and actually gives you just enough of a lip there to give you kind of cover just as you attack it. But yeah, classic Chrome, using insane amounts of CPU and RAM for no reason. Exactly. Well, you did relaunch after changing settings too, right? Like the textures and sim quality. I don't think I did, but we're finally getting good quality graphics. So I also feel like this should be a little bit thicker. Like the way that it was supporting itself before felt a little bit unrealistic, but having it a little bit thicker is a little better. There we go. My son is trying to do, he's like sitting on my, he's like laying on my lap sideways, and he's trying to do like planking. He's trying to lay out flat to see as flat as he can get on my lap right now, and then freaking out and grabbing my arm as he goes to fall. Let's see. Can we check the bundle now? Yes, we can. Before I leave, let's do that. Let me go add it to my list, rate it, because I already know, because I've seen the pictures you sent me, that it's going to be a good bundle. Or that it's already a good bundle. So I'm going to go ahead and rate it for my rating, because you're about to get a lot of better ratings whenever I finally get around to going into it. Hey, bud. Mwah. Yep. How's it going? Popular prefabs. Okay, not popular prefabs. Search. How do we search? Is it just browse all? Will that just find like the most recent prefabs? But anyway, let's see. What's your keywords? Rocky Road. Halo Tonight, Ripshade. Let's see. Still looks like road, but with epic textures, right? Let's see. Or just go to my files. Yeah. Let's see. Ah, boy. He is suddenly wiggling a lot. Trying to sit up. Here, sit up like this and watch for a second, okay? I gave him a haircut. Me and my wife worked together. We tag teamed it. Let's see. Okay, how do I find you? Boy, you're wiggling too much. If I do tags, that's how I do it. I'll put your name in there. How'd you at me, Matt? And possibly. Let's see. Okay, I forget how to add you. I mean, how to do it. How do I, by the way, I want to add tags into this list that I can then go back and look for again in the future. That would be amazing. I know you can create your own tags for your own maps, but what the heck? That's not what I meant to do. I meant to add one. Not confirm tags. Add, if I hit add, right? Oh, it just adds it over there. Okay, you can create your own anyway, but I don't know how. Okay, what do I do here? Keywords, AZ Wilco? Is that how I did it before? I forgot how you did it before. No, that's not it. Buddy. He's so distracting, I'm having trouble just focusing on remembering how to do it. No, go to friends list. Yeah, that makes sense. Boy, stop it! Ah! Sit! Ah! Okay, I'm gonna put you down on the floor. Okay. We need to, I'm trying to find this thing. Yeah, okay. So, friends. Friends, are you online so I can, or can I search for you? Where's the search button? I swear to God, they need to make a better UI. Profile, options, close, let's see, life of kids, right? Where are you in here? Would you, it's not even like sorted by name. How do we, this is one of the things that really annoys me. I don't see you. Oh, jeez. Like, it's not even organized by alphabetically or anything, so, like, how am I supposed to find you? Who was GVI? Was that Clint? Is that why I was thinking that was you? Oh my god, are you kidding me? And now it's just not loading the rest of them. Yeah, I think I need to... I think I gotta do the tag search. So it's in tags. I went to keywords. So tags, how do you add new? There it is. AZ Wilco. There we go. I think that's what it was I did last time. Do you play multiplayer at night? I do sometimes, yeah. Never... Okay, I did something wrong. That's the add new button at the top. Okay. Yeah, just a second, buddy. It won't show up without numbers. Oh, gotcha. So it's your full tag. AZ Wilco 1997. There we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And let's go in here. This is the eroded terrain bundle. Do I hit X on it or A? Okay, A, apparently. This is one of the things that change up their UI all the time. I am going to someone... How can someone vote you to where you didn't have a full 5 stars? This is fantastic. Maybe that someone was like, it's too simple because it's just rocks. Or something dumb like that. Because I didn't realize how useful these are. They probably haven't actually used them yet. Any of these I haven't done, I need to add, and I definitely need to go through and rate all of these, because I don't think I've rated all of them. Full Cherry Blossom. Why is this one like... Yeah, see, like... How dare they? I've bookmarked this one, but I haven't... At least this one's getting the recognition it deserves, and I haven't even rated it yet. Well, anyway, I don't know why the Full Cherry Blossom tree is only 3.8. Maybe it's about the cost of it on the map or something like that, because I think it's more costly than this one if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, that cherries are 500 plus now. Yeah, you have so many downloads on these. It's so cool. And by the end of it, you're gonna have even more, because if nope, cancel. Latest version. Thank you. If my prediction that Halo will eventually get back up to my prediction is that, you know, it's currently Steam charts at like 6,000 or whatever players usually, like it sort of averages around 6,000. I'm thinking it's going to go up to like 10,000, maybe 20,000 over the course of the rest of the life of the game at some point, because I'm thinking that as Forge gets better, people are going to want to come in here, and as they update the UI of the main menus, people are going to enjoy it more, and they're going to get access to the stuff that's good. And as they fix the netcode issues, it'll be better. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, I don't know if it's going to go all the way to the top, I'll be honest, because of the fact that it's already been out for a while, and they already built up all this animosity with a lot of their players. There are people who will be so bullheaded that even if they refuse, like, yes, buddy. Even if they completely fix it, they'll still never come back because they're just, like, refuse to accept that it's a good game now, and that's all that matters now. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to enjoy yourself playing the game, why are you denying yourself that? And sure, there are plenty of other games, but if you like Halo and you would enjoy this game, then why would you be denying yourself that? It doesn't make any sense. So I think that's probably going to be the case eventually. Now, this is just loading in, so we might still see it a little bit crappy and a little poopery, but it looks like it's working a little bit better now. It's still better than it was before. I think it could load in better, but let's see. I might have to turn back on Volume Master Fog now that we found out that's not the problem, but let's see. Prefabs. What was it called? I didn't look at the name. I just looked at the picture. You named it, Let's see.
No.
Classic. I wish you could sort this. Is there a sort button for this? Sometimes my bundle rocks load the wrong texture, so spawn it a couple of times. Okay. Sounds good. Cherry Blossom. Moon fixed. Oh, right. That was for Waterworks. Deadlock. And I still haven't put that into the fixed version into the classic version of the map because immediately after I put it into the new version, they did the update, and the update broke where spheres were located. So I couldn't delete it and put it in there because the fix was going to break them back to where they were. And yeah, anyway. Let's see, do you have your frames capped at 30 FPS? I've noticed that they are always low. Yes, I do have them capped at 30 FPS, because whenever I capped them at 60, it was actually dropping to 20-something sometimes. And I was like, that's weird. I'm just going to cap it lower. Okay, where did you put your rocks? Because my son is still attacking me, and it's making it very difficult to focus. And I'm trying to go through and see them. Ladder fix, moon, ramp bot, OCOM spawns, power seed conduit, waterworks. Old experiment, functioning waterworks stalactite, which I ended up completely rebuilding. UNSC base, eroded terrain, bundle. There it is. Found it. I didn't need you to type in the name. We got it. So these two, oh yeah, like you were saying, they don't always load in correctly. Let's do it again. There we go. Now they match. Okay, so these two here will be fantastic on this map, I think. I think I might use this one around the lava, even though it's supposed to be muddy and dark rock. That could be like lava rock with like a sort of muddy effect on it. But I might try that around where the lava is as one of the sedimentary layers, as if it's been a sedimentary layer that's been cooked by the plasma that's over there. Whereas I know it's not intended for that, but it would probably work that way. And if not, if it doesn't look quite right, buddy, I love you. Please quiet down so I can finish up. Then I could change the brown texture off of being mud, like dirt looking, and change it to something a little more, you know, sandy or something like that, and just make it look like cooked rock underneath sand. But anyway, the point is that this one, I can add to my sedimentary layers and put that in there for sure. It looks like it's got sand on it, and then it's also red, which is really cool. I might actually, jealous of deaf people right now. I know, right? I'm sure you're jealous of me, who's wearing headphones and not being subjected to the sound immediately out of his voice. Buddy, I need you to quiet down just a little bit so I can finish. You're making it take longer. Like, if I had been able to just show this off, I'd be off already and helping you. I know, buddy, but your impatience is making you have to wait. Sometimes patience is the fastest way to get what you need. I know, I'm gonna get up and help you, buddy. Here, go with your mama. Here you go. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so these look really cool. Like, they'd be really good with, like, a snowy terrain, but I don't think I'm gonna necessarily pull them in over here because this is supposed to be the same rock as this other stuff, but with snow on top of it. So I think I'm probably gonna not be able to use that myself. So these three I may not use, except for, well, actually, some of these are overgrown. They might be good down here in, like, this area. Like, I just use these basic ones, and I don't know if I like them. And I use this basic terrain, and I don't know if I like that. But if I use this eroded terrain with the grass growing on it, I could probably pull it off to make this look, like, really nice over here. Overgrown instead of this. Like, look at these stretch textures. It looks awful. I can't believe I settled for that. I'd have to replace all of the grass and stuff like that, but it looks so much nicer. And if you need to save these or edit them, you can, because they're not copy protected. Awesome. So, like, yeah, I could just, like, break them out of this prefab and put them back in and stuff. That's really cool. That's extremely useful, and I'm definitely going to make use of it. I'm still making use of these. I got an exclusive here because that's an exclusive, you know, AZ Wilco lineup here for this map, which you might want to release these anyway. I don't know if you deleted them already, then you can come into my map and grab this prefab and save it off, or something to that effect if you did want to release them. For like a full-blown, for like this layered rock used for other people as well. But if not, if you don't care, then I'll just I'll end up with a AZ Wilco exclusive. Oh, it's as Wilco, right? That's how everyone else pronounces it on their streams that I've seen them pronounce it that way, but I'm being dumb. But yeah, it's as Wilco. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. I just see AZ and I'm thinking of Aaron, so I'm like, initials, right? So that's what I've been. That's how I subconsciously was thinking that. But anyway, so let's see how these look together that we just threw together. They're actually not that bad. I mean, I don't especially like how they meet in the middle there, but like lining them up a little bit more like. Well, it's not actually that bad. The way the rocks are both curved there, it's going together okay. And I could put another layer, like a thinner one, like this one. I mean, a smaller one rather. It's got a little bit more detail to it. In the middle there, that might be able to sort of blend them together a little bit by being upside down and sort of like a platform there and looking like another rock that's sort of jutting out of it. You see what I mean? Yeah, that looks pretty good. I just blindly built that one. Unfortunately, I blindly built it on the wrong side of the map. So the one that I'm building over here would be the one, but I kind of want to just like copy that other one and bring it over here and replace this one with it because it's already in position. I've already seen it with with better lighting over here, and I might adjust where the sun is just to be able to build that other side of the map better, and then copy it over to this side or something like that. Throw in the matching rubble pieces too. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, I didn't get rubble pieces with these, so I'd have to throw in these matching rubble pieces, which this one kind of matches those too, so I could definitely still use them. But yeah, some rubble like down here, for example, like it fell off and got there. Yeah, definitely very cool. There were a lot of things at the Grand Canyon where like you just like walk and there's a crevice between two rocks, and there was clearly a completely separate rock that was not attached to anything else, just shoved into that gap. And it wasn't by a person, it just broke off inside of that gap and is still being suspended there. And it was like 12 feet off the ground, so unless someone had a ladder, no one put it up there. It was like 12 feet off the ground, and it was like, you don't want to walk directly underneath that rock because you're scared that at some point, at any moment, it could break off, it could break loose and fall on your head. But at the same time, it's like, you know, can't really get rid of it. I just clapped, so of course you're awake. Yeah, you're awake now because my son just acted like an alarm clock for you. Sorry about that. But I do have to get going because I've got to get going to anyway. Usually laying in bed in the dark wakes me up. Yeah, same. I never thought about using that to my advantage, of being like, man, I could use some coffee. Actually, I'm going to go to bed for like 5 seconds, and then I'll be awake, and I won't be able to get to sleep. And also I'll be thinking about how much I want to work on this project or that project, and I have all these ideas, and I can just jump into it and go. You know, it's always useful, so I don't know why I never took advantage of that. That's probably a good idea. Okay, now that the graphics are looking good, and I can see that the rock layers were... That's how great these eroded terrains are, and the way that you set up these textures is, like, enhancing that pretty substantially, is that you could just plop them down blindly, not even knowing what they're gonna look like, and then they end up looking great. Like, how is that so easy, you know what I mean? That is just too much of a slope there to get up for this warthog to get back over there. So I'll just have to go around. But like, yeah. Let's see how these look though. These are a little smaller and we're a little bit more erratic. And I didn't think they were going to necessarily look good, and they do not. They do not look good. So this area didn't look good. This area looks pretty good. But like all of this, I feel like looks very nice for terrain. And all I need to do is put some more detail on it, like rocks and stuff, but yeah. What's happening to Rip's map? So what's happening to his map is whenever I get off stream, I'm going to immediately start probably working on that some more. And I'm probably going to build this out on this area on stream, especially whenever Aaron's in here. I might starting with this one, because Aaron tends to show up like when I start, and then whenever you guys get in, I would switch to the other map. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Whichever way y'all think it would be a better idea. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, the point is that, so Ripshade's map is going to be, I'm going to go back and work on that off stream. Right now I've got to get going to do stuff. And I'm going to set up some, with his stuff, I'm going to set up the whole, what do you call it? The underground stuff so that he can make the block out while I am arting the rest of it, which will be a good way of making us be able to do tag team. In the meantime, yeah, we'll be able to, I don't think this was supposed to be here. I think I was just showing how these two can be combined at one point. where the textures would mix. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I hope that's clear enough. I know I kind of cut myself off there in the middle of what I was saying. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This is not going to be here. I think I'm going to put it more down here or something. But yeah. So his map is going to be, probably it's going to be off stream for the rest of the day. My kids have schoolwork to do, so while they're doing school, I can be working on that. My wife has a thing she's got to do too, that I've got to get off for her right now because it's getting close to when she's her schedule for it. And yeah, so I'm gonna probably be able to art like another whole room today if I work on it really, really hard. And we've got like, or at least most of a room, and then we've got 3 weeks to finish the 4v4 section. And fortunately, he's already got it blocked out. He's already got good weapon placement, so that's basically done. All I have to do is make the rest of the map. So it's like detail the art out, and it doesn't have to be flawless. If we want to win, it's got to be as close to flawless as we can get in 3 weeks. You know what I mean? So that's what we'll probably do. We'll just work on it and try and get it done in 3 weeks and see how that works out. But yeah, okay. So I'll catch you guys later, like tomorrow, and I don't know. I probably still will work on it, start on Ripshades, and then go to mine, or like the me and Cleanse tomorrow. But I'll consider thinking about switching it to where maybe do the one that's that Aaron wants to see whenever it's just Aaron, and then whenever everyone else can join in, I can switch over to Ripshade's map and stuff like that. So yeah,